I wanted to go ahead and add a video about doing the mean of a frequency distribution real quick. So grab your TI 84 or 83 calculator and let's get started. What I want to do now is to actually do an example where you have to find the mean of a frequency distribution, and these will occur sometimes in the homework. The problem with finding the mean or the average of a frequency distribution, though, is that you don't actually have the original data itself. I mean, you know, in that first class 0 to 9, you have 35 values in there, but you don't know what all 35 data values are. So what you're going to end up doing is actually using the midpoints of each of your classes as your data. So we're going to do 0 and 9, average 0 and 9, and we'll get 4.5 as our class midpoint. So we'll do 4.5 as that first class. And then we'll do the midpoint of the others as well. Now notice that the class width is 10, so each class is 10 away from the one above or whatever. So you're just going to add 10 as you go down. So the next one, if you average 10 and 19, you would get 14.5. So you'll put in 14.5 as your second class midpoint. Okay, and then feel free to pause the video if you need to as we're going through. All I want to do now is just go ahead and enter in the other class midpoints going down through here. So we have 44.5, and now I got to put in 54.5 as well. And then we'll continue on going down through here. Once you get your class midpoints entered in list 1, go ahead now and enter your frequencies into list 2 as well. And then we'll show you how to get the mean once you have this done, but just make sure your frequencies go beside the class that they are associated with. So 34 needs to be beside 44.5, 41 needs to be beside 54.5, so on and so forth. So just make sure that's where they need to go. And at the bottom, you can tell you did it right if you have the same amount of numbers on both sides, on both lists. Now hit Stat button here, and go over to where it says Calculate. You want to do number 1, the 1 var stats. And list 1 was where we put our class midpoints. Where it's this frequency list, though, most of the time you leave that blank. But since we have 2 lists that we're going to be pairing up, we'll put frequency list as list 2, and then hit Enter. The mean for this frequency distribution, and remember it's an estimated mean, but it'll be that very, very top number if you ever need it. So 42, mine says round to 1 decimal place, so 42.6. And if you ever need the standard deviation, I know there's some problems in 3.3 that asks for, or 3.2 where it asks for the standard deviation. You'll use that 23.5, 23.49 number right there for standard deviation.